All right. So, oh man, I don't even have my lights on. I am just rushing around today. Hold on. Because I'm really trying to go out of my way to get on by 4 every day. And this is hard. But I'll do it. I'll do it. Getting on by 4, I got this. No problem. But yeah, so I still have my protein cereal, my post-gym cereal with a protein shake that I gotta get through. And then we're gonna write a writing prompt today. I was tweaking my Twitch panels, so feel free, scroll down, look in the about section, tell me what you think, if you want me to add anything. I think I wrote in facts and rules, but I don't really know. I didn't really have. I literally just wanted to put a placeholder spot there, but I'll need to actually sit down and build those out. So we shall see. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's head over to Reddit and see how I posted yesterday. My usual. Oh, nice. 50 upvotes. So yesterday I got this is so wholesome. I love it. I'm glad for the wholesome. But then on yesterday, about 2 days ago's story, about Monday's story. But then so today I'm seeing user Ruby Sundance replied to your comment. Great story. Thank you for writing it for us. I would love to know how the flight went. Okay, that's very nice of her. Zilb replied to your comment. Dan, this is wild. I want to know more about the story. Amen, dude. So if you guys weren't here yesterday, the story was about. I'm gonna try my best not to have like an ASMR stream with like me eating, but if it's annoying, just tell me and I'll stop. But if you remember yesterday, if you were here yesterday, I got my Swedish fish too, for later. If you were here yesterday, I wrote a post about you were just browsing the internet one day when you came across an old painting that had a person that looked exactly like you. As a joke, you share the picture and your face. The next day, you receive messages from different people who found your face in ancient artworks all around the world. So that's what, and then I got 64 off of that guy. I had a feeling that one was going to be good. And Reddit gave me a free reward. Silver reward. Okay, so I have to go give it away to somebody. I wonder if anyone else wrote about this rate for this. What the heck? It's reaching. So my story was 1,100 words. And then how in the hell did this one? It literally right now on it's like a mistyped one. And it got 2 upvotes. I don't know. But I could definitely. I was telling Melissa yesterday. I was like, "Yo, I could definitely turn this yesterday's story into a full blown like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy style thing." So maybe if I can get a couple of stories with a repeating character, with like a similar concept, I can put them all in to like some sort of like thin like short story book or something. So I'm reading right now. My buddy put up a post about a what's the word? Not a cybernetic. It's a cyborg versus versus somebody that was raised in higher gravity. Ooh, this looks good. I'm like, I don't want to just sit here and read, and you guys can stare at my eyes going back and forth. That's not cool, but interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to read that for sit down. I meant to do it earlier, and then I just I had it on another tab. All right, let's see. Let's get into it. One thing I was thinking about doing too is just so I literally when I make my TikToks every day, so I make 3 TikToks 5 days a week. So I try and get 15 TikToks a week. Last week I got 16 TikToks. But when I make them, I literally face right here, and then doing my thing. I'm researching. I'm laughing or whatever, doing the trends. So I was actually thinking about just like turning on my camera and just live streaming the whole entire thing. There's just this record of what I do in a day, and it is not at all interesting, but I think that it might be like worthwhile for people wondering what it's like to market a book, what it's like to make TikToks all the fucking time, shit like that. If you look right here, there's Kita with her little legs. We realized today that she is a German Shepherd and Husky mix. A very strange mix, but very good looking dog. Very good looking. Let me see if I can pull up a picture. German Shepherd Husky mix. She's sleeping, and actually picking her ass up is annoying. But oh yeah. Okay, this looks just like my dog. Where? Oh man, I don't have it on this. I'll put it on writing. Play capture. So that right there, that's her. And so we really we realize it's what kind of dog she is. Zebra never used TikTok? I have a buddy like that. He says he won't use it because it's Chinese. But I was like, well, you're missing out on. It's actually really, really good. There's it's like obvious why it's so sticky. It's just the algorithm just serves you up shit that you like, but you don't even realize that you like. It's wild. All right, let's take a look at some writing prompts. Zebra, you ready right now? Editing? Hanging out? 13 hours ago. 10 hours ago. 7. I like to find ones that are like 3 hours oldish. 16 new posts. Let's see those. 36 minutes ago. He had always wanted to be the one to make the famous serial killer Zero confess to their crimes. But as he looked at his friend from across the room, he realized he had already accomplished it. Interesting. On enough social media sites, getting on more and I would be lost. It's already written, colored, and edited. It's going to straight up shock you. Ooh, I love that. I have a tab open with yours. I'm going to read it. I didn't want to just stare on screen while I was reading it. But I forgot to read it last night, so I'm going to read it as soon as I get off today. But I'm ready for the next one already. You got me hooked. They're not going to see what's coming. So when you color it, you have to go through and write the markup on like and set that up, correct? No, I don't want those. I want the hot ones. Yeah. Correct. I do the complete RGB coloration. Dang, man. That's a lot of work, but I will say it actually makes it very nice to read because you can see, like, I wish I could do it for books. It just wouldn't work, but it's very helpful. Like, you know exactly who's doing what. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'm not gonna write it, but they call themselves human. Oh, good. When can we rendezvous with their spacecraft to meet them? They haven't achieved spaceflight yet, sir. What? Then where do they test their nuclear devices? On the surface of their own planet, sir. So color equals then blank text. Dude, that is a lot of work. Your logbook is truly a labor of love. I love it. You're moving to a new house and find out it's haunted. Like, really haunted. Except the ghosts are a pack of friendly dogs. Okay, okay. 15 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours, 2 hours ago. A popular game among the gods is to make a human naturally immortal, giving them a random magic power and send them back in time to the beginning of human civilization to see how they survive. Today, they pick you as the next contestant. Wait for tomorrow's edition. Showed the wife this morning, who has followed the prior 3 books, and now the 4th book, and she was like, "What the fuck?" Oh man, that's good. So you're really throwing curveballs. The only thing I'm worried about is that you know, it's like I've read some of them, and I just don't know enough to know that it's a curveball, if that makes sense, right? Like since I have, you know, I'm just kind of getting into it, then it's like I'm like, oh, this kind of comes out of left field, but whatever. Whereas like she's like didn't, and then all of a sudden it's like, kapow! If that, I don't know. Popular game among the gods. Oh, whoops, no. This isn't such so much a curve as it is foul that bounces around and strikes a bird. Nice, I love it. Dude, you're going wild with these logbooks, Zebra. A popular game among the gods is to make a human naturally immortal, give them a random magic power, and send them back in time to the beginning of human civilization to see how they survive. Today, they pick you as the next contestant. Hmm? What's r/courage is nowhere. I don't know what that is. Hmm. Time travel exists, but it has a side effect. The longer you stay in a different time period, the more you are integrated into it. Evidence of you existing earlier pops up. Your memory and personality changes to fit in until eventually you forget you are a time traveler at all. Okay, I like that. Damn, Zebra, did you Grammarly give it a 99? Shit. On your first try or after you tweaked everything? Hello. If you're reading this pamphlet, it means you decided the burden of your past was too great and decided to have all your memories wiped. Please exit out the right door. If you're looking for names to call yourself by, see the back of this pamphlet for our most popular new names. Wow, Zebra. You write really clean then. Hmm. Yeah, true, but I mean, even on like my best days ever, I don't know if I've ever just had 3 tweaks on Grammarly. That's solid. I kind of like this one. Hello. If you're reading this pamphlet, means you decided the burden of your past was too great and decided to have all. Please exit the right door. If you're looking for names to call yourself by, see the back of this pamphlet for our most popular new names. We're gonna do this one. Except we're gonna change up the language on it a little bit. Let's see here. So the problem. Hello, if you're reading this pamphlet, it means you decided the burden of your past. Hmm. This is gonna be very Memento-like. Problem. What was the memory? Problem. You don't know why you wanted to wipe your memory. Desire. You want to. Why you decided to wipe your memory. Opponent. The only item I've noticed it says delivery is slightly off as I'm using 54% unique and 32% rare words. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, but it's almost like you have such a that's my speaker. It's almost like you have such a unique kind of high level subject matter. So you'll probably have for sure a lot of those unique and rare word guys. Opponent. Who's your opponent? Well, there's the old Eyes of a Blue Dog. So there's a short story by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, and pretty much It's this couple meet in a dream every night, and every single day they forget. And so I almost want to use that. But who would be your opponent? Your opponent, they both want the same thing as you do. But they want to use it for a different way. So your opponent is the woman you loved, maybe? Plan, follow. Follow the clues. Battle. Okay, let's just get going. I think I got this. Hello. If you are reading this pamphlet, it means you have decided that the burden of your past was too great and you decided that the burden of your past was too great. You decided to have all of your memories wiped. This, please remain calm and exit out the right door. Out the door. Door to your right. Your new name should be written on the back of this handout. Good luck with your new life. All right, here we go. Eternal Sunshine pamphlet. The fluorescent lights overhead. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Fluorescent. Like one of the only words that has the U before O. The fluorescent lights overhead flicker. The fluorescent lights overhead flicker. Persistent buzzing. Pulls me from my stupor. I locate the horsefly. Watching it swirl through the air in front of my face. The fluorescent lights overhead burn my eyes. I have to look away. I locate the horsefly, watching it swirl through the air in front of me. The fluorescent lights overhead burn my eyes. Look away. Number A7. A woman. She's seated behind. She's one of many employees seated behind a long counter with vertical partitions between each. They pretend there's I look around. The rest of the room. I'm one of many people in the room. All of us seated with empty chairs. I look around. One of many people in the room. All of us seated spread out among empty chairs. A7, the woman repeats. A kind-looking older black lady leans forward. I'll say black bucket. Leans forward. Leans towards me. But leans towards me. On my right. I'm a 8, and you were the one before me, she says. I get the hint, and I shake my head, clearing my thoughts. I'll shake my head. Right. I say, shaking my head. Right. I say, shaking my head. I reach. I pat my pockets and find the slip of paper with my number, A7. In the same pocket, there's another piece of paper in the same pocket. Thick stock and heavy letters. I pull it out and read it while walking up to the shouting desk worker. Shouting employee behind the desk. Hello. If you are reading this pamphlet, it means you've decided to have all of your memories wiped. Please remain calm and exit out the door to your right. Your new name should be written on the back of this handout. Good luck with your new life. Exit out the door to my right. Nope, don't mean to do that. I humble to myself. What's up, Tom? This is a another writing prompt. So, hello. If you're reading this pamphlet, it means you decided the burden of your past was too great and decided to have all your memories wiped. Please exit out the right door. If you're looking for names to call yourself by, see the back of this pamphlet for our most popular new names. You can ignore that. I see. Yeah, what are you up to today? More writing? Just teaching and more drafting. Oh, nice. Yeah, I hit the... What did I do today? Blog posts, gym, TikToks, and now stream. And now here we are. I've officially done all I can to the first 50 pages, but the other 50 other pages are horrible. Is it the first 50 you say that you've done all you can, or is it the second 50? Like which 50? The front 50 or the back 50? I know that feeling though, where it's like me and one of my buddies writes for the Atlantic, and we always talk about how it's like you just hate what you write, hate yourself. I'm not trying to get you down or anything. I'm just saying like it's a pretty common thing to just hate what you wrote. A terrible. If you fit 50 good, I mean, I'm sure the back 50 are not terrible. Who I am and that she was waiting for me to, that I'm a 7. Your mic is muted? Huh. It's showing muted. Testing. No, it's not. No, that was me. Great, man. Completely pulled me out of my flow. Here I was killing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. Her concept that she knows who I am, that she was waiting for me to realize that I'm a 7. She asks me for a sole piece of information. My name. Augur Orion. I tell her. Let me think of a middle name. What's a name that starts with E? Eric, maybe? May boy. Augur, Elijah, Emerson. Eric. I'll use Eric. Augur Eric Orion. Ethan. Damn, you're good at this. I guess it is made up by me. The woman busies herself making my new license. She inputs my address, my age and weight, and informs me that I'm an organ donor. What's going on? I say. It's normal to feel this way, the woman says. Something deep within me claims that she reminds me of my mother, but I can't remember the woman. Once we get your license, you can head to your new home and your new life. The sunlight outside the MBA. Tom, what do you call the MBA in Great Britain or in England or I don't know how the fuck whatever you say in England? What do you call the MVA? The Motor Vehicles Association. My dog Keita's rearranging. Can you see her right there? We don't have one. Yeah, you definitely do. Like motor, where you go? Okay, where you go to go get your license? Like if they need to print out your license. So if you need to go get your driver's license, you go to the Royal Automobile Club. Oh, you don't drive. Okay, okay. I care for the environment. Oh, so implied in that is that everyone that does drive does not care for the environment. RAC. Gotcha. sunlight is outside the stuffy government building. You don't drive. How do you get around without driving? Oh, you just do public transport? What would you do your short stories on? Like, what do you mean? If I had to like make a collection? England's public transport is great. Oh yeah, I feel that. DC's is okay. I don't hate it. I'd probably do mine. Like, okay, remember I told you I'd offer to do the cyberpunk short stories? Like, I would do that. I would do cyberpunk. What about you? Your iRobot Asimov PKD style? Robotics at the moment. Just short stories to match the iRobot theme right now. Cyberpunk is cool. Yeah, cyberpunk, the way I like think about it is low life and high tech. Like that's kind of the most all-encompassing definition. Yeah, right? I thought so too. Oh, that's really new until the heat and humidity strike. My pants stick to my legs. I click the remote, click unlock on the remote, find a average looking mid-sized car. Probably paid for in cash. The type someone pays for in cash. Best enough. My home, my new home. I assume it's a new home. Why would they put me into the same space? My new home is close by. Make it there in less than 5 minutes. My neighbor has a dog, a hound, and he looks like the saddest dog ever seen. Your dog has blue eyes. I say to the neighbor. Make it another 5 minutes. The neighbor has a dog, a hound. There. It's on a leash while my neighbor smokes a cigarette. It's the saddest dog. Your dog has blue eyes, I say to neighbor. The man puts the cigarette into his mouth, leans over and stares at the hound's eyeballs. There. Blue, I say. He says. No, I meant your dog is blue. You can see it in his eyes. He has the eyes of a blue dog. Oh shoot, how'd you do? Okay, there we go. He has the eyes of a blue dog. My neighbor stands up, looks at me like I'm crazy before standing up and walking away. He yanks on his dog's leash, startling the creature. Okay. I'll be here. Playing COD today, too. No wonder he's sad, I say to myself about the hound. All right, no wonder you said I say to myself about the hound. I walk inside, grateful for the intense air conditioning. My couch, my sumptuous couch, I'll say tan couch, sits in front of a not dead fireplace. What would it be? It's in front of a, I'll say unused fireplace. I can't get the phrase eyes. No, let's not go there yet. We're almost there. Almost there. I sit down, wondering why on earth I ever decided to wipe my memory. Do you ever listen to music to set the mood or inspire while writing? Yes, I do actually. I actually tested out a couple of theories. I've written a book to heavy metal. I've written a book to classical. I've written a book to what else? Jazz. The problem is I don't remember which ones was which, or else I'd tell you, oh, this would happen, this would happen. I really don't remember. But now actually what I listen to is it's white noise. And so it's like a frequency. They're called, I don't even, it's supposed to be this like special frequency that makes your brain move or work better, but I just found that it's just like helps me just focus in on what I'm doing. So what I look for, it's called, I'll tell you right now. I think it's called 40 hertz. It's called, the album's called Gravity Beats, but you could look it up. Gravity Beats, Gamma 40 hertz. I'll see if I can find a link real quick. "40 hertz brain wave frequency." See if it plays.
Did you know that you can actually hire the editor of the Hunger Games? On Reads, you can find
I can't find a good one on YouTube, but the one I use is it's 40 hertz brainwave stuff. Familiar with various wavelengths for specific brainwave patterns. Oh yeah. So I use a 40 hertz, which is like the highest, and they say it's active thought. And so I don't know if it works. I'm not even claiming that, but it's just like noise to help me focus. Zebra, what about you? Do you have anything in particular you listen to? Are you gonna try the brainwave stuff now? No, it was part of experiment into it 30 plus years ago. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm listening to an audiobook right now about medical experimentation on black people. It's called Medical Apartheid. It's kind of sad, but it's just I didn't know that the medical experimentation was that prevalent, I guess. I mean, I guess how else do you find out that doing this, that, and the other leads to positive outcomes or whatever? And I couldn't live with the guilt. I looked at it. Or what if I robbed my mother so I could fund a drug habit? My arms. Upon inspection, I see that my arms are clean. No needle mark. What could it be? Non-invasive and pleasant for most of it. They did test specifics for others, which produced nausea and discomfort. Kind of a grandfather of the less than lethal test ran in the late 80s and early 90s. Oh, okay. You ever heard of the brown noise? Apparently brown noise is like a frequency that makes you shit your pants. And so it's like, I think there was like a South Park on it. I don't know if it's like real or not, but it's definitely, even if okay, whether or not the actual brown noise is real or not, the urban legend of the brown noise definitely exists. I'm glad you didn't have any side effects though. I do worry about the medical experiments sometimes, especially after reading this book. Welcome in. As I learned during my higher educational studies, perception is a conditioned response. If it were not, then who says we are sitting in chairs and not on cats? True. That's okay. Like that's I had thought of this conversation a lot. Is like I think that a lot of people don't realize that they own 50% of reality. So it's like whatever you believe is net, like, and the rest of the world has the other 50%, right? And so if you're really really confident, you can skew to 50, even 50.1%, but that's the majority of reality. Therefore, you can, like, that's what you believe. And so I don't know. Like it's just like kind of like that concept of people of the world's expectations and perceptions getting into your head. It's like if you believe it, then there's nothing they can say or do about it. Like you own your perception, I guess is where I'm going with that. Long-winded way of saying it, but yeah. What on earth didn't you think of such a random phrase? I look through my books, but nothing stands out. Sociocultural influences it to a large degree. Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I look through my books, but nothing's that. All I can think about is that weird phrase. Blue dogs don't even exist outside of cartoons. Lighting, colors, use settings that all play a large part. Oh, true. That kind of gets me into like thinking about film and play design and like directors and, you know, like all like set design and all that jazz. Blue dogs don't exist outside of cartoons. The tempo and cadence of the music consumed influenced thought patterns. Army paid for my college in the 90s. Dude, my brother's too. My brother got his undergrad and his MBA because he was in the Navy. Such a smart move. You know, I was actually so Zebra. I don't know if you knew this or not, but I was educated as a in chemical engineering and physics is what my degree is in from undergrad. And my plan was the whole time I want to go to the Army. I want to be Army Corps of Engineers. Well, can I tell you that I walked in there, fit guy, you know, in shape, with a degree in chemical engineering and physics, and they said no because of this. Because of the tattoo on the back of my neck. And I was like, man, y'all don't think. Army paid my college. Industrial organizational psychology. Oh, that's interesting. Set you up for a nice career. But something inside of me won't let it rest. And I search. And I... Oh, you're a rancher? I didn't know that. No wonder you got those big ass dogs. Hey man, this is my second retirement. I was a food scientist, I retired to be a gym rat, and now I'm retiring to be a writer. You and me both, dude. Retired in writing. Retired in ranching. Feeling as I don't let it rest, and I try another search. Eyes of a blue dog. Primary horse. Dude, you have enough horses to have a primary horse? I'm over here in DC with my one little tiny dog right here. Oh, she's not dog. I found out she's a German Shepherd Husky mix. Barappa, it's okay, buddy. You're on Club Fed. Turns out it's a short story. We was gonna say, Parappa, we were talking about music we listen to when we write. Zebra, you still didn't say, do you listen to any music when you write? But anyways, I was telling him about the gravity beats where it's like the 40 hertz. They put one sound in one ear and the other sound in the other ear, and then the difference is 40 hertz, and then that's supposed to make your brain make up the difference, and so those are the brain waves you create, and so helps you lead to active thought. But I was saying, like, I use those, and he says he was in like a study. Zebo was saying how he was in a study back in the day about it. I was like, that's pretty wild. Depends on the mood required for the current scene. At this moment, listening to Ivan Torrent. Ivan Torrent. All right, so Parappa, it's super crunchy. In terms, it says gravity beats, cosmical frequencies and sounds, delta, theta, gamma waves, brain meditation, relaxation wave edition, is what the thing. It was what the album is called. But I always listen to, so Zebra, you could look there too. But it's I always use the 40 hertz, the gamma, the highest. Go big or go home, baby. Ivan Torrent. Let me check out Ivan Torrent.
Hello.
I've had it in, I'm afraid. I told Hudson, ask Hudson about it. He knows about it. It's like he's like, because he dude, even, gosh, I mean, I feel like in the last couple months he's like, what's that white noise you listen to? And it's that. Zebra, the caption under your picture, a simple man making his way across the countryside. Speaking of simple man, have you ever, do you like Lynyrd Skynyrd? Turns out, Phrase is the title of a short story by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. In it, two lovers meet every night in their dreams, promising to meet in the real world. The man will know it's her. I've seen him in concert with a group of others, but not my cup of tea. Back then was more into Rio funk and southern blues jazz. Oh, okay. Well, I just say that because Lynyrd Skynyrd has that famous song Simple Man. And so it's pretty easy to play on guitar, but it's a pretty good song. I'm a fan. Simple Man and Freebird. I've PR'd plenty of times to both of those. Lee Reitnor, the Rippingtons. Let me see the Rippingtons. Oh, okay. So jazz. Nice. All right. A little fast-paced. Got to the point a little faster than I would like, but still a quick 900 words. Shit, not even 900 because this includes the title. 54, so it's 850. Not bad. Let's see. A persistent buzzing pulls me from my stupor. I locate the horsefly, watching it swirl through the air in front of my face. The fluorescent lights overhead burn my eyes and I have to look away. Get a stare when hauling a cattle trailer and thumping to dust. I bet, dude. Hey, who's this hip guy? Your kids show you about dubstep? You can wrestle a steer to country and go yeehaw, or get down on some bovine with little Skrillex. Nice. Oh, you taught them. Dang, good for you. You're like the inside source. A persistent buzzing pulls me from my stupor. I locate the horsefly, watching it swirl through the air in front of my face. The fluorescent lights overhead burn my eyes and I had to look away. Number A7, a woman shouts. She's one of many employees seated behind a long counter, with vertical partitions between each person's station. I look around. I'm one of many people in the room, all of us spread out among empty chairs. A7, the woman repeats. I'm one of a few. I'll say a few. Many sounds like it's going to be packed. People in the lazy room. A7, the woman repeats. A kind-looking older black lady leans towards me on my right. I'm A8, and you were the one before me, she says. Right, I say, shaking my head. I pat my pockets and find the slip of paper with my number, A7. There's another piece of paper in the same pocket, thick stock and heavy letters. I pull it out and read it while walking up to the shouting employee. Hello, if you are reading this pamphlet, it means you have decided to have all of your memories wiped. Please remain calm and exit out the door to your right. Your new name should be written on the back of this handout. Good luck with your new life. I'm the guy who a few soldiers invited to a golf club, and I wore as much white as I could. Oh, man. You're just trying to make trouble. But I mean, not really, though, because I think like goth people are, in my experience, like goth and punk are, they're not the same, but they're some of the nicest people. They just like dark shit. Exit the door to my right, I mumble to myself. You can ignore that, the woman waiting for me says. It's an old pamphlet. Her kind smile suggests to me that she knows who I am, that she was waiting for me, and that she was waiting for me to realize that I'm A7. Had a lot of fun that evening. How long ago was that, Zebra? Straight up. Like, when was this goth club that the soldiers invited you on? Related to this question, I was born in 1988. Oh, okay. So recently. Oh, shit. I mean, fuck, dude. That's 20 years ago. I mean, I guess just before 9/11, dude, it's crazy. One of my buddies, I lived with him. He was born in 2003, so he wasn't even alive. And it's just, he's like, yeah, I wasn't around. I was like, oh, man. I thought he meant like he wasn't around in school. It's like, no. I wasn't around in the world. Her kind smile suggests to me that she knows who I am and that she was waiting for me to realize that I'm A7. She asks me for a sole piece of information, my name. Augur Eric Orion, I reply. The name sounds strange and made up. San Antonio, Texas was stationed at Fort Sam Houston then, now Joint Readiness Base Sam Houston. Air Force took it over from the Army. Okay, I was reading about. I actually listened to. There's a series of LBJ, Lyndon Baines Johnson, biographies written by a guy. Oh my gosh, he's hella famous. But anyways, he's written 4 of them, and there's a 5th that's supposedly already written / worked on. And Lyndon Johnson biography. I'm looking it up right now. But anyways, Robert Caro. So I was reading about how Lyndon Johnson worked with contractors in the Houston area, and I think it was Houston, but anyways, in Texas, promised them that if he got elected, he would help them. He would give them the contract for building an Air Force base or building a military base, and he won. He gave them the contract, and they had to pretty much like make up how to get this thing made because they had no idea, because they were just like a small time contractor, and then all of a sudden they had government money to build a military base. Yeah, see, okay, there's four books about Lyndon Johnson already came out. The 5th, he said it. The author said in March 2013, he said he was going to do the 5th. In 2014, he was still researching. In 2017, he said he had 400 pages complete. And then in 2018, he was several years from finishing. In January 2020, he said he had 604 manuscript pages so far. In October 2021, he's writing about Johnson's passing of Medicare and his escalation of the Vietnam War. That's so much, dude. I'm telling you, these 4 books are gigantic, but they're so good. It's like what made me become obsessed with the Senate. I mean, these books are gigantic too, like 700 words each, and there's 4 of them. Anyways, back to my story. She asked me for a sole piece of information, my name. Augur Eric Orion, I reply, reading the name off the back of the pamphlet. The name sounds strange and made up. Well, I guess it is made up. By me. The woman busies herself making my new license. She inputs my address, my age, and weight, and informs me that I'm an organ donor. Excuse me, but what's going on? I say. I whisper. Leaning forward. And recruiting her into the conspiracy. It's normal to feel this way, the woman says. Once we get your license, you can head to your new home and your new life. Once we finish getting your license, you can head to your new home and your new life. Something deep within me claims that she reminds me of my mother, but I can't remember the woman. Something deep in my gut claims that she reminds me of my mother, but I can't remember the woman. Walking into the sunlight outside of the stuffy government building makes me feel like a new man, until the heat and humidity strike. Then my pants start sticking to my legs. There are keys in my pocket. I click unlock on the remote and find an average looking mid-sized car, the type someone pays for in cash. My new home, I assume it's a new home. Why would they put me into the same space I lived in before the wipe? Is close by, and I make it there in less than 5 minutes. The neighbor has a dog, a hound. It's on a leash while he smokes a cigarette. It's the saddest dog I've ever seen. Your dog has blue eyes, I say to my neighbor. The man puts a cigarette in his mouth, leans over, and stares at the hound's eyeballs. They're not blue, he says. As if I'm wasting his time. No, I meant your dog is blue. You can see it in his eyes. He has the eyes of a blue dog. It is blue. Sad. My neighbor looks at me like I'm crazy before standing up and walking away. Standing back up, he yanks on his dog's leash, startling the creature. No wonder he's sad, I say to myself about the hound. I walk inside, grateful for the intense air conditioning. My sumptuous tan couch sits in front of an unused fireplace. I sit down, wondering on earth I ever decided to wipe my memory. Maybe I killed a man, and I couldn't live with the guilt. I look down at my hands, curious if they could take another's life. Or what if I robbed my mother so I could fund a drug habit? Upon inspection, I see that my arms are clean. No needle marks. Or what if I spent the money on a failed investment? That would make me run away in shame. Well, what else? What else could it be? What? That doesn't feel right. So I keep thinking. What else could it be? My eyes were around the room, settling on my bookshelf. Eyes of a blue dog comes creeping back into my consciousness, like the books themselves are repeating the mantra. What on earth made me think such a random phrase? I look through my books, but nothing stands out. All I can think about is that weird phrase, is that weird saying, weird string of words. Is that strange? I don't like weird, strange. String of nonsense. Don't say nonsense. Blue dogs don't even exist outside of cartoons. Google says so after I search for blue dogs. We'll quote that. But something inside of me won't let it rest, and I try another search. Eyes of a blue dog. Turns out the phrase is the title of a short story by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. In it, two lovers meet every night in their dreams, promising to meet in the real world. The man will know it's her because she'll say the phrase, eyes of a blue dog. But the man in the story never remembers the correct phrase when he wakes up. I spend all night thinking about the short story and what it means. In particular, I need to know, am I the one out here searching, or did I just remember the correct phrase upon waking up for the very first time? And if so, how long do I have to wait until she finds me? That could work. It does work, actually. I like it. Beginning of a romance novel, perhaps? Let's pop it into Grammarly. Get it nice and ready for the fine folks on Reddit. All right. And see, look, Zebra, 42 suggestions. I like All of Us. Pocket. The business name. By reading the name off the pamphlet's back. Strange. The name sounds strange. Made up. Using the free service myself. Yeah, we use this a ton for like all of our stuff. So we have the business one. then informs me that I'm an organ donor. Walking suddenly outside the stuffy government building makes me feel like a new man. Don't busy yourself first. And then she, whoops. Let's see, my new home. I assume it's a new home. Assumes? All right. Why? Yeah, it's true. 3 summers. Right? Neighbor has a dog, a hound, on a leash. On a leash while he smokes a cigarette. No, I mean your dog is blue. Sad. You can see it in his eyes. Okay. Grammarly discount code. Edited genome. Hashtag Marcos Antonio. Affiliate code. Doesn't cost you any more. My neighbor looks at me like I'm crazy for standing back up and walking away. Then he yanks on the. He's obviously starting the creature. I sit down wondering why on earth what if I spent Google tells me so. I'll say that. According to Google, after I search for, click the link and support your favorite author. Author/streamer. Don't forget to sub. Use your Twitch sub if you can. Do a quick Google search for quote blue dogs. They don't even exist outside of cartoons. Something inside. It turns out the phrase is the title of a short story. Turns out that the phrase is a story. We'll say the phrase eyes of a blue dog. The main story never remembers the correct phrase, the correct words when he wakes up from the dream. I spend all night thinking about this story, about the short story and what it means. But in particular, need to know. Am I the one out here searching, or did I just remember, or did I remember the correct phrase upon waking up for the very first time? And if so, how long do I have to wait until she finds me? Okay. Whoops. All right, let's go ahead and post this on Reddit, or Fresh. See if there's anyone else. Still no one. Nice. I'll be the first. Cool. I love how Reddit makes it so you have like they auto-populate your upvote. It's like you're liking your own thing. Oh, this is a nice quote. I used to be embarrassed because I was just a comic book writer while other people were building bridges or going on to medical careers. And then I began to realize entertainment is one of the most important things in people's lives. Without it, they might go off the deep end. I feel that if you're able to entertain people, you're doing a good thing. Thanks, Stan Lee. I agree. It is a good thing. Did you guys see my new Twitch panels in the about me or in the below my stream? Checked them out. You're blazed. Right, what the fuck? You're blazed? Hashtag blessed? Is that what you meant to say? Oh, biased. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Do you know I've been obsessed with lately is Mr. Beast. Like, this dude is fucking wild. Because I listened to a
when life has you playing hurry up.
I listened to a podcast.
Hertz keeps you ahead of the game.
Let's go.
Introducing our all
it's just
new
wild how
electric
much
vehicles.
he like works at this, at becoming a YouTuber.
Let's go.
So you need to set up your Twitter and Streamlabs leaderboard. Yeah, I know. The problem is I just don't tweet very often, Zebra. Like, it's like I push tweets from here because it's easy, but I don't really have like a bunch of thoughts about anything. I mean, I have thoughts, right? But it's just like I never really got in the habit of posting
every day. He survives in this.
Streamlabs leaderboard. I've been trying to figure that out. I don't know why it's not working the way I thought it was going to. Like, I thought it's just because you're supposed to be able to have your chat kind of, even just the people who chat most often, set up, but it's like not working. Maybe after this stream goes, and then we can see, but I'm not sure. Here, links under my books. Dude, I never thought about. I actually kind of had my books already done, but now that you say that, I think I'm going to go in and I will write out like the full bibliography, so that way all these will show up. Ooh, already at 93 reviews. Hell yeah! This one, I'm surprised. This one's not selling like Where They Burn Books, but it's getting so many more reviews. I mean, some people really hate it though, so I get a bunch of 1 stars and 2 stars just because they hate the title. But it's whatever. I actually get a lot of comments. Hey, Tom. We're just talking about my books and my Twitch panels. Underneath in my about section. Trying to get them popping. I have a couple more. I want to fill out the rules and the facts a little bit more, the FAQ. And someone actually hit me up the other day. Exceptional every way except for my Twitch panels. They need work. But someone needs what was I gonna say? Someone hit me up the other day to try and get this as a poster. They were like, "Do you have posters for sale?" I was like, "I don't. I could." But then they were like, "Well, can you put us in contact with the cover designer?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So I sent them over to them, and maybe we can get some stuff going. I don't know how that works though, because technically, since I paid for the book cover, how does that work? Do either of you guys know? Zebra, you might know. If I paid the artist for the book cover, can he sell posters of the book cover? Now I know it's pretty it's like, you know, of course he could probably just give the file away. Well, can he even give the file away? I paid for it. It's like, don't all rights revert to me? Like, they all go to me, I think. Like, it's my image now. He did the job for me, so therefore, I think. So I don't know if they can even do that. Maybe I'll just a copyright claim. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, if I hired the book cover designer, he made the book cover, would it be my, it's like my image, my IP. So he really can't sell posters of it. I guess he could give it away, but that might even be, yeah, true. I'll do that. Let me write a note real quick, because that's a good call. I want to see what my rights are on that. Like, I literally sent the people looking for the book cover or looking for poster, I sent them to the book cover designer, but I just don't know what that works. Yeah, the terms are dependent on what you agree upon. Yeah, I need to take a look. Make sure he doesn't retain claim of copyright with commercial use rights signed over to you for cost. Yeah, I'm gonna have to dive into that. But I'm really happy with 93 reviews. I can't believe, like I said, Education of a Wetback. Like, I'm surprised this one just keeps getting so many reviews. I'm just like, I'm glad everyone's liking it, right? Like, this is great, but this one isn't selling like this one. And so it's like a little funny that, I mean, I think this one was already at 80 when this one was at like 25. So I guess it's the rates are the rates of reviews are way higher for this guy, but yeah, man, TikTok just changed the game. I'd be happy with one review. Yeah, dude, that's what I did for my first book. I just bugged all my friends. I was like, hey, can you buy my book and then go on Amazon and then leave a review for me? Please, 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 pretty please. And then, yeah. That was the benefit of working in a gym, because I had like 100 people that were kind of rooting for me to have the books do well. So I was like, hey guys, I help you get big and strong and move better. How about you help me with some reviews? They've been like super supportive though. Like, all my friends have been so supportive. Like, sometimes I even wonder, like, hey guys, it's okay if you don't like it like that because you're my friends. Like, I don't know. But then I just wonder if it's like imposter syndrome and stuff. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. Well, they want to read it and they want to read it and shit. Have at it. I do need to get some reviews on Good Enough in a Pinch and Before Anyone Finds Out. Those two just came out, and so I think they're still like reviewless. I have 1 4-star review on here. Oh, I wonder if anyone know what they said. Or if this is a rating. Oh yeah, it's just a rating. Hey, 4 stars, that's solid. I'm a B student, 4 out of 5. Fine by me. But anyways, back to Mr. Beast. This guy, like, so
This
what
room,
he does,
I give him
he just keeps making. So I listened to I listened to like 2 podcasts with him, and like just reading about his story. He started becoming obsessed with YouTube, and so his goal is to have people watching a certain amount of the video at a certain rate. That's his thing. Like, it's not views, it's not likes, it's like how many people watch it. So he wants to have a 70%, I think it was like 70% or 65 or 70% watch through. Anyone who watches some of this
$10,000. We
so
literally
if you
have
watch,
every
like,
day
these quick,
he survives in this room, I give him $10,000. We literally have $1 million in cash here, so if he survives 100 days, he can become a millionaire.
You're gonna be poor.
At any point, if you want to end the challenge and leave, just press this red button.
see, it's like they just like the quick cuts, and so I look at this stuff and I'm like, okay, how can I use this in my books? How can I like can kind of like I have to drop, you know, quick pithy info. Yeah, viewer retention, that's what it is. I have to drop like quick pithy info, like just really just get them going, so that way anyone that even goes to Amazon, sees my books on Amazon, and tries out even just like the first page, you know, like the look inside on the Kindle, they're like, holy shit, I need to know what's going on. And so that's like one thing I've been trying to look at, like other forms of media to try and pick the best possible things about that, so that way I can really maximize sales. I wonder how much karma people have on Reddit. Like, I don't know. Like, it just seems like I've never had karma before. I never really post on Reddit. So it's like, do people have like a gajillion karma? Is there like thousands and thousands of karma? Let's see, this one crazy captain. How much karma do you have? Can I see? 53,000. Yeah, so people just have like a shit ton. Cold open gets me. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, just like.
Got it.
You want to demonstrate it for us?
No, not gonna have that easy.
I'm gonna dramatically seal the door. Good luck.
Like, it's like wild.
So this is my apartment now, but instead of paying rent, I make $10,000 a day. This is gonna be very easy. Very easy.
Very easy.
Right there. Woo! Oh my God.
Oh, it's disco time.
Dude, I think I could do this.
with the lights,
honestly. Like, yo, give me shit. If I had a gym, like, okay, this room right now, if I had like the kitchen right here, and then like just a platform and a squat rack, I honestly, there's not a doubt in my mind that I could do it. 100 days, that's
Josh
spicy,
seems to think
but
that
I
this
think
is
I
going to
can do
be
it.
easy. I don't think he understands just how hard this is going to get.
So I just woke up after my first night sleeping here, and I'm probably just gonna jump on the treadmill and then eat some breakfast or something. I don't know.
Man, you know this man does not work out like that.
Hello there, Josh.
Hello.
It has officially been 24 hours. But I left out a key element. When I give you the $10,000 like this, you have to let me take one item from this room. You have.
Oh, okay. So, okay, he also explains this on the viewer retention part of it. So he says, like, he comes in hot, like clip, and lots of like very, very sticky, hooky information. But then, so you get, it's like, oh, so, you know, we were all watching and checking it out, right? Okay. Then he says, he comes in and like right in the beginning, like early on, he adds the twist. And that's where you're like, oh my gosh. And so, like, in theory, if we're writing books, writing stories, it's like, okay, we have to hook them, and then like the very next page, the very next chapter, whatever it is, it's like shit has to hit the fan. So for this guy, it was like oh, you know, can you stay in the house? And then, you know, he does some cool, it's like a cool premise, and then he has some cool, interesting like videography about it. Then here comes the twist, and you're like, oh shit, just really hit the fan.
10 seconds to hand me an item.
10 seconds?
9,
Oh my god.
8, 3,
Okay. I'm gonna give you the ice cream machine.
Chris, Chandler.
Jesus. Okay, so then I guess towards the end, it's just empty.
I forgot about all the water jugs. Early on, I had to fill my hot tub up with more water because it was getting low, and I threw these up here. Can you give me the stars?
What? Okay.
Lights on. What up?
And so now the place is empty, and so you just kind of like you're hooked on this video because you want to see like the whole story. And so what I would call the drive, and so what Anatomy Story, John Truby would call the drive. It's like what the question is, what items is he going to let them take away from him?
I'm up here, Jim.
Here's your 10 grand for the day. What item are you giving up?
I think it's gonna be.
Okay, look at this. Look at this. Just think about how much.
I'm up here, Jim.
Here's your 10 grand.
Just these briefcases are. Like I don't even know. I personally don't know how much a stainless steel briefcase is, but that shit's not cheap. He just got a bunch of these things.
For the day. What item are you giving up?
I think it's gonna be the pool table today. Jimmy, can you let me down first? Jimmy, no.
But he says that he puts all his money back into his YouTube videos, which is like it's Beast, or Mr. Beast, right? Well, it's like a really cool concept because then he just sits there and he cranks out these high level shows. So I was watching I listened to another podcast similar. It was about YouTube, but all that stuff is like about storytelling, right? Like, which media? It's just what medium do you choose? Do you choose writing, like us here at Writers, or do you choose videos at YouTube? But anyway, so they were saying the podcast was saying how Mr. Beast is like the modern reinvention of the game show. So if you see, he just like it's
I just made you rich.
Like huge money,
Thanks, Jim. Hey,
huge productions.
I love
he has his big ass warehouse in North Carolina.
Speaking of love, I talked to your girlfriend, and she said she misses you a lot.
Bro.
That's enough human interaction. If you survive the night, we'll bring a ladder in the morning.
I miss everything.
Yeah, dude, Mr. Beast is one of the best. I love it. Done editing for the night? Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. I just finished and posted. I'm about to hop off here, shake it out, take a quick break, then hop on COD. Get my once a week Call of Duty. No, just take a break and then hop on video games. And I think I'll have
outside of this
Patrick
dome.
and Jericho are going to be chilling, playing COD with me.
I just keep thinking about Kenna.
Oh, Tom, I'm getting an affiliate. It's just I'm taking my time. / I don't really have a choice. It's just like, okay, I'll get there when I get there. I'm not rushing anything. I'm just trying to get like used to I want to just like really get, so if you notice, I have my stream schedule set up for 4 o'clock, and some days I won't get on till like 4:15, 4:20, 4:30. I literally, like, my biggest goal right now is to make sure that I'm on every day at 4. Like, I want to be 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock, no matter what, 6 days a week. And then maybe sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, but like my goal is to be like push play. And I was also thinking about maybe even going even earlier, because from about 2:30-ish until 4-ish, I'm usually making TikToks for my books. And so I was thinking maybe people might want to watch how I do book marketing and how I make the TikToks, because all my TikToks are about my books. Like, that's the thing. And so they drive the sales so much. And so I was just thinking, like, that might be, if I just go, it's like go live, and then all of a sudden I'm just here, and then it's like we have my whole thing, and then it's like I'm like making my TikToks, chatting with whoever wants to chat, so yeah, marketing, exactly. But I just don't know if I don't know if that's writers. I didn't really find a category for it. And so that's why I was like, I don't want to be, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the biggest way to not necessarily piss people off, but to not get not like they just like to meet the people's expectations. It's just like, I don't know if you want to be like going to writers and to see some guy making TikToks, but it's like, hey, the TikToks are about my book. And so it's like, it's part of being a writer is just like getting your work out there, I think. But Twitch is good promotion if your channel builds, I guess. Oh no, I mean, I'm doing this just because I want to hang out and like I like meeting people and I like talking to people. So it's this is in and of itself a thing. So if anything, TikTok would build my Twitch, not the other way around. Do you have an idea for emotes, etc.? No, I don't actually. I will probably look at all that as it gets closer. Like I figure I need to get to 50 followers first, and then I'll worry about getting my average of three viewers a day or 3 viewers a stream. Because that, I honestly just think it's like bugging people and asking, like, even just if I have like a timed response in here, like, hey, can you keep me up in the background if you're going away? Stuff like that. And then people will be like, sure, I'll help you get affiliate. Yeah, I want to read. Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to reach my intended audience. So that's why I'm like not scared, but like there's not like a marketing Twitch. And so I might have to go just chatting. And then be like book marketing making TikToks, and then switch over to writers at 4, and then switch over to COD at 6, something like that. But ideally, I'm just kind of chilling on stream all day. So, dude, I would sell my soul in a heartbeat to Twitch. Do you hear me, Twitch? Listen up, Amazon, Bezos. Tell me what I have to do. Zebra, you're right. I definitely, YouTube presence would definitely help building. I'm kind of, let's put it this way. Twitch is like I'm good like in the moment. I'm solid. I just don't have the whole, if I was going to like editing videos and I don't know about like all that extra back end work to post a video, that's where I'm struggling. Cause it's like, I was even talking to my brother about this. It's like, do I hire a virtual, like an assistant, and then like get someone to just clip these things and, you know, put them together? I don't know. It's so, but Zebra, you're very, very right. The YouTube is definitely a key thing. I export all my VODs, my writing VODs at least, to YouTube. But then it's like, okay, well, is there people maybe that would want to follow me just because of video games? I don't know. So it's, yeah, I mean, just getting started. I figure I'll get affiliate eventually. Not on TikTok, but not dude who owns it, and more to keep my footprint manageable. Oh yeah, dude, I hear that. Like my big 3 are I guess my big 2 are TikTok and Twitch. And then I'm on Discord a lot too. So I actually want to start a Discord as well on here for like, and just be like, hey, join the Discord. But in my head, it's like, it's just another thing I have to start getting in the habit of doing, like going in there, posting links and posting resources and stuff like that. But eventually I plan on having all this stuff going. This is the hardest part about being a full-time writer though, is just like getting word out there about everything, right? Like I can definitely just write books. Like I know how to write. I know how to write books. I know how to get the books made and published and decent. But then it's just like, okay, the rest of it. So that's where it's just like, okay, well, that's why it was really nice when TikTok really took off, because it was like, oh man, I can do this. Like this is, like I figured it out pretty quickly. So I got to my 10K subscribers in what, 5 months, something like that. So I mean, I think it's just like that one's just a matter of time. If I can do TikTok and Twitch through 2022, you know, give it a real like honest go of both of them, all like, you know, consistent and all of it. And again, I'm not saying I'm gonna hop off Twitch on 2022. I'm just saying like that's like my first marker of like, oh, if I can really put my head down and suffer a little bit in terms of like, okay, being on here every single day and making my 3 TikToks every single day. And it's like, oh, okay, then we'll see how much, what the sales are looking like. And then we can see maybe getting the social media personal assistant, like you just said, Tom. And then I just definitely need to get more involved on Twitter too. Like that's the one where it's like just even like a couple tweets a day would help. I don't know why. I'm just thinking. I think it'd just be, you know, have another place to put stuff out. So, but yeah. Let me. I'm gonna take a break real quick, just 5 minutes or so. I gotta feed my dog, get some water, put my bowl in the sink, and then I'll be back and we play Call of Duty. Would not recommend Rumble. Tried it and I'm not impressed. If anything else, it's annoying. Yeah, like all these other ones, it's like they're like that's the thing. So I didn't get in TikTok at the very start because I take a while to like get going. But then once it was big enough, then I was like, oh man, I should check this out. Rumble is still small. Like all of them are still really small compared to Twitter. Use hashtags and @MarcosAH because people see that long. Hashtags and @. Yeah, exactly. I need to get on that. Dude, Tom, you're the impetus to get affiliate. I'm like, yo, I gotta get this just so Tom can get this this Prime sub. But yeah, hold on. I'll be back. I gotta feed Kita. It's that time. So I'll be back in like 5 minutes, and I'll be hopping on COD.